Hi everybody, and welcome back to Pilot ATC. I'm here at Daytona Beach International and wanted to do a little bit of VFR pattern work. Had a lot of questions on the forums about how to set things up. So we're just going to go and shoot maybe one touch and go and then come back for a full stop landing. To start with, one thing to remember is you don't need a flight plan. So we're going to just leave this as it is. We could click VFR, but it wouldn't make any difference anyway. So there's no need to enter anything on the flight plan. And then I'm going to close that, and that way we maximize the screen map area. I'm going to zoom out just a hair so we can see a little bit more. And go ahead and connect to the sim. And I'll go ahead and unpause it.
Daytona Beach International Information Uniform, 1453 Zulu, winds are 215 at 5 knots.
That's the first
Visibility
thing
10 miles.
Listen to the ATIS.
Skies few clouds. Temperature 16, dew point 11. Current altimeter is 3006. Arriving and departing runway 25 left. 25 right. Daytona Beach International Information Uniform, 1453 Zulu, winds are 215 at 5 knots. Visibility 10 miles. Skies few clouds. Temperature 16, dew point 11. Current altimeter is 3006.
So we've got altimeter set, 3006. And we know that our departing and arriving runways are 25 right, 25 left. Since we're a little GA Cessna 172, we're going to want to do our pattern work over here on 25 left. So we're not going to get a clearance. So we can come up here to the frequency button. And first time you open the window, it's going to take a little while because it's opening up the database for the first time. And then we can pick ground. We can taxi out, and we can go ahead and close the window, and let's switch over to ground. Now, in order to make sure that we get the runway that we want, I've got Force Pilot Runway Selection option checked in the config area of the flight plan tab of the config. And that way, when I make my call, I'm going to ask request taxi to runway 25 left, since I know that's where I want to go. Okay, let's go ahead and make that call. And our call sign here is from a previous flight, so before I make the call, I'm going to change that call sign. I'm going to go to config, the main setup, and change Eclipse to Cessna. And that happens quite a bit, and I got to hit save. And you're not seeing this because it's actually off screen. Okay, but now we've got Cessna 1 Victor Bravo as our call sign. Ground, Cessna 1 Victor Bravo, ready to taxi, runway 25 left.
Cessna 1 Victor Bravo, taxi to runway 25 left via taxiways Echo 2, Echo, Sierra, hold short runway 25 left, contact tower on 118.1, have a good morning.
Taxi to runway 25 left via taxiways Echo 2, Echo, Sierra, hold short runway 25 left, tower on 118.1, Cessna 1 Victor Bravo.
Okay, so we've gotten our taxi clearance, and they've actually given us permission to switch to tower whenever we're ready. Let's go ahead and press taxi.
Cessna 1 Victor Bravo, contact tower on 118.1.
Contact
Okay,
tower on
reminding us.
118.1, Cessna 1 Victor Bravo.
And now the co-pilot, and I do have the co-pilot turned on, and he's changed it. So really all we have to do is turn around here. Now this is I guess an indication that our taxi maintenance at this airport could use some work, because obviously there's a connection missing coming straight out of here to the runway, but that's what we're going to do anyway. Perfectly legitimate. Okay, take the brakes off. See a little other traffic there. And this looks like the way we need to go. Now I'm going to have 1 notch of flaps for takeoff. It looks like final approach is clear here. So let's go ahead and make our call to the tower. Tower Cessna 1 Victor Bravo, ready for departure, runway 25 left to remain in pattern.
Cessna 1 Victor Bravo, winds are 210 at 5 knots, altimeter 3006, cleared for takeoff. Runway 25 left, fly a left-hand pattern for touch and goes on runway 25 left, remain on this frequency.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 25 left, fly a left-hand pattern for touch and goes runway 25 left, will stay with you Cessna 1 Victor Bravo.
Okay, so we're clear for takeoff, and you might notice here I've got my heading bug on 250, so it'll be easier to know exactly where we are. And I'm going to zoom out on the map just a little so that we can see the airplane position and know when the runway's in the right position. Airspeed's live. Rotate. I would say gear up, but we don't have any. Flaps up. We're going to be climbing to 1,100 feet, which is our pattern altitude. Wait till we get to the end of the runway, basically, or 300 feet, whichever comes first. Start our turn. Zoom out a little bit more. Roll out on crosswind. Check for traffic. Continue the turn to downwind. Still climbing.
Cessna 1 Victor Bravo, you have traffic at 9 o'clock, 3 miles at 700 feet.
No choice, Cessna 1 Victor Bravo. Somebody else may be in the pattern there. Okay, so I got the heading bug down at the bottom, and we're looks like ready to level off. I'm gonna wait till I'm abeam the middle of the runway, which is about now, and make my downwind call. Tower Cessna 1 Victor Bravo, downwind, runway 25 left.
Cessna 1 Victor Bravo, call turning final for runway 25 left.
Okay, and I'll wait till the runway is about 45 degrees off my left shoulder here. And pull the power back to about 1500. Crept up our altitude just a hair and start the turn. 1 notch of flaps. Cessna 1 Victor Bravo, turning final runway 25 left for touch and go.
Cessna 1 Victor Bravo, winds are 210 at 5 knots, cleared for the option runway 25 left.
Cleared touch and go runway 25 left Cessna 1 Victor Bravo.
Okay, so I'm maintaining about 80 knots. Roll out Check for traffic. There isn't any. Or if there is, I didn't see it. Continue the turn. Looks like we're a little high, so I can pull the power back. Another notch of flaps. Oops. Lots of trees here. Maintain about 65 on the final. And the PAPI lights are half red and half white, so that's about right. So we're a good glide slope. And a little bit of a left crosswind. A little right rudder. Power back. Terrible landing. Notch of flaps up. Whoa, power. Okay, we're not judging flying skills here. That was just to make everybody feel at home. Okay, flaps up. Now this time when we call downwind, we're going to tell them that we're full stop, and you'll see that we get a slightly different response. We could just say downwind again and tell them in the final turn what we want to do, but if we say our landing intentions downwind, then usually you'll get cleared to land. Okay, turning crosswind. Going to be shooting lots of patterns. You might want to pick some ground references. Power back. Tower Cessna 1 Victor Bravo. Downwind, runway 25 left, full stop.
Cessna 1 Victor Bravo, winds are 210 at 5 knots, clear to land runway 25 left.
Cleared to land runway 25 left Cessna 1 Victor Bravo.
Okay, since there's no traffic, we got cleared to land right away. Let's wait until we're 45. Power back 1500. One notch of flaps. Turn. So that's pretty much all there is to it ATC wise. We've been cleared to land for a full stop. All we gotta do is try and make a better landing than we had last time. Final, we'll go ahead and get full flaps. A little bit of a left crosswind. I notice as I get close to the runway, the PAPI lights look like I'm too low, but that's actually kind of normal. You don't want to land all the way down the end of the runway. Of course, don't need to set it down quite that hard either.
Cessna 1 Victor Bravo exit runway when able.
Okay. We'll go ahead and turn off here so that we're close to our parking spot. And then we want to call clear of active. Cessna 1 Victor Bravo is clear of active.
Cessna 1 Victor Bravo and Victor Bravo, welcome to Daytona Beach International Contact Ground on 121.9er. Have a good morning.
Ground on 121.9er Cessna 1 Victor Bravo.
Ground Honda 1 Victor Bravo, request taxi to the GA ramp.
1 Victor Bravo, this is ground, go ahead.
1 Victor Bravo, request taxi to the general aviation ramp.
One Victor Bravo, taxi to general aviation parking via taxiways, whiskey. Hold short runway 25 right.
Taxi to general aviation parking via taxiways whiskey. Hold short runway 25 right Cessna 1 Victor Bravo.
Okay, well I'll just taxi on in here and try and keep going straight. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Well, actually, we're not getting cleared to cross. Let's go ahead and ask for clearance. Cessna 1 Victor Bravo, ready to cross runway 25 right.
Cessna 1 Victor Bravo, cleared to cross runway 25 right.
Cleared to cross runway 25 right Cessna 1 Victor Bravo.
And a lot of times you'll get cleared to cross automatically as you approach the runway, but if you don't, just remind the tower that, or ground, or whoever you're talking to, that you're ready to cross or waiting to cross. Whatever runway it is you're waiting to cross. And it looks like we'll be parking up here on the left. Okay, well thanks for watching and see you next time.